Hey everyone, Trent here.
Along with Julia.
Welcome to the Fandom Zone, and we've got a new trailer for HBO's The Watchmen, the sequel, the quasi-sequel, because this is actually the sequel to the Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. Let's not leave out poor Dave, he always gets neglected. Comic book series. So let's get into it. Who knows?
Let's see what it's like.
Who knows? Who knows?
People who wear masks are driven by trauma. They're obsessed with justice because of some injustice they suffered.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Ergo, the mask. It hides the pain.
I wear the mask to protect myself.
Right, from the pain.
There was a cavalry-involved shooting last night.
You gonna give me the speech now?
What speech?
I should calm down, take a breath before we're at war again.
No. There's a guy in my
That's
trunk.
cool.
Delightful.
Feel the
Put him in
Elwood.
the pod.
Yeah, that's kind of Owlman.
You know why you're here?
Some nun kicked in my door and put me in the trunk of her fucking car.
What the hell? Hey!
That is correct.
It's a cool mask.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah,
Fucking creepy.
You don't have to do that with terrorists.
Oh, okay.
Why would they start this shit up again?
Maybe there was something they didn't want found.
They had a mission.
It's only just begun.
Yes! Aussie!
Cavalry has our names and addresses. Are we safe, Angela? There's a vast and insidious conspiracy. If I told you about it, your head would explode. What is this?
This is the only way to show you the truth.
You need to help stop the 7th Cavalry.
I'm doing what?
Those fuckers are trying to start a war.
That's looks like a Dr. Manhattan.
Well, it looks like you got things under control here. Full costume.
Thanks.
All right. There's a couple of things. I'm gonna take this one.
You're just
I'm
gonna go. Okay.
I'm gonna take this for a bit.
Okay.
There's a couple of things. One, there's 3 guarantees in life. There's death, taxes, and Alan Moore hating this adaptation. Alan Moore will hate any adaptation of his work. I actually think he rereads his work and hates it. But this trailer, the issue that Watchmen is going to have is that it's a series that is very character driven, kind of politically motivated. So the trailers can't show a lot. What these trailers are showing are more the characters, and it gives the setting. So we've got the cops with the yellow masks that look very much like the AmeriCops from Sam Wilson, Captain America. This is taking place 27 years after the original comic.
Okay.
So Doomsday Clock takes place 7 years after. Adrian, if this is canon, if they're following it, Adrian Veidt was outed by Rorschach's journal. He was outed as the criminal responsible for bringing the monster to Manhattan, which killed millions of people.
Yeah.
In Doomsday Clock, he wants to try and bring John back to Earth to stop nuclear annihilation. It looks like from this they may be going away from that, but he kind of wanted superheroes not to be a thing. That was the whole who watches the Watchmen, who keeps them in check.
Okay.
We are getting that with the police now, and we've now got what looks to be a cult of Rorschach people who are trying to start a revolution against this oppressive regime. So I wouldn't be surprised if Veidt was tied to the Rorschachs, and if he was still his criminal mastermind thing, because anything that he says, you just don't trust him. And Jeremy Irons is perfect to play Ozymandias.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's gonna, and this is where you had Amazon Prime's The Boys, which has a very similar type of tone to it.
Yeah.
Not as politically driven, but
who protects us from those protecting us?
yes, who keeps the soups in check. But with that, there's a lot more action and there's a lot more things to show and get excited about in the trailer, which was able to be like, yep, it translated well to an awesome show.
Yeah.
I feel this trailer was weaker than the one that we got at Comic-Con, where they did show Dr. Manhattan and a few other things, such as Night Owl's ship crashing. This was focusing a lot more on Regina King, who is a fucking fantastic actress. Yes. I'm so keen for her. Yeah, you can just sit here saying yes for the majority.
Yes.
I just wanted, baby. I just wanted to get this off my chest quickly. But yeah, so I think that's what's going on. We've got the cops who are being more vigilante because they're wearing the mask that takes away any accountability for actions.
Yep.
It's going to be very, very similar to what's going on in the news, and I don't want to get into that because that's very, very touchy subject. But a lot of things and a lot of way the world is portrayed, I can see being put into this.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
There's a lot of parallel and a lot of social commentary. Fun fact: after Veet got outed, Robert Redford became president of the United States in Doomsday Clock. Robert Redford is president of the United States, and he's in this series as well. But yeah, I think this is going to be a series where the trailer doesn't deliver, but the show on the other hand, will hit it out of the park if it's done right.
If it's done right, that's the main thing.
What took your eye? Anything in particular?
Mainly the cult aspect and that freaking mask.
The silver shiny one.
Silver shiny one. That was. I'm keen for this. I definitely don't know as much of the background as you do, so I'm keen to see how this goes and if it plays out.
Yes, guaranteed that FBI agent who's talking to Regina King's character is a Silk Spectre.
Yes,
100%, because Ozymandias, Silk Spectre, and there's one other character who's meant to be returning. Dr. Manhattan, obviously. But in Doomsday Clock, Comedian is revealed to be alive as well, hence the smiley button motif always playing out. But this is a show that has a lot of symbolism. It has a lot of thematical issues. So this is going to be meticulously, hopefully it's going to be meticulously done, where there's a lot of things that tie into various elements. Like that cult symbol had the two dots that are Dr. Manhattan's symbol mixed with another sign that looked very, very eerily similar to Ozymandias's kind of Egyptian eye. And at the very end, it was shown in a previous trailer, there's that blue, like when they're at the carnival, there's a blue orby thing, and that's representing Dr. Manhattan as well.
Yeah.
Because in the other trailer, we see Dr. Manhattan walking through. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's going to be a lot. It's uncharted territory because we don't have any sort of comic. It's a new story. They'll only have the elements and outcomes of the comic to go off. Basically, where the world was completely, there was a lot of annihilation thanks to Ozymandias, and John is still living on Mars. Silk Spectre and Night Owl still are alive. Comedian is presumed dead. Whether they go to the Doomsday Clock, and once again, this issue of Doomsday Clock, I hold it up because I actually wanted to talk about it. Adrian Veet tells the plan for the DC universe. He wanted to get John back from Mars to save the world from nuclear annihilation, but John was interested in the DC universe because there were people like him, Superman. Yeah. He's drawn to Superman. So Veet, being a dick, he created this whole plan involving a new Rorschach, Reggie Lang, I think it is, and Mime and Marionette, which would be interesting to see whether that guy was who was screaming outside of the funhouse was Mime.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
That would be very interesting.
Oh, yes!
Yes, but yeah, and Veet orchestrated this whole thing to try and save both worlds by getting rid of the superpowers. He created the Superman theory, which got everyone distrusting superheroes. He made Firestorm blow up in Russia, which he made it look like Superman did it and turned everyone against Superman. And started this whole conspiracy theory. So Veet is always working, and this is why Jeremy Irons will be perfect for that, because he's got that meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial.
Simply
Yeah, I want it to be good.
Yes,
That's all.
definitely.
That's all I'll
want
say.
this
I
to
want
be
this
good.
to be very good. I want it to be a good story.
Yes.
But yeah, tell us your thoughts on the new Watchmen trailer below. Are you excited for HBO's attempt at another Watchmen series? We've had before The Watchmen, Doomsday Clock, now this Watchmen. And Zack Snyder's Watchmen, which is good as well. But yeah, I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
Subscribe to the channel. She didn't really say much this time.
That's okay.
That's okay. She looks good. Better than me. And subscribe to our channel. Follow our handles at Fandom Zone AUS. And as always, tell us your thoughts and
As always.
keep it
Keep
nerdy.
it nerdy.